G'day, little dick.
Hello.
What's happening, young lady?
Having me coffee.
Having your coffee? I'm having a cup of tea. And I tell you what, we had a bit of an epiphany the other day. I said, we need a podcast.
I feel weird.
Fuck, that cup of tea's hot, young
Sorry,
lady. No,
I just made it.
No, I know. It's just what we want.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Well,
We had an epiphany.
yep,
We had an epiphany
yep.
about the fact that we needed a podcast.
The people demanded. Well, a few of you did.
Like 3 or 4.
3 or 4 of you. That's
and,
enough.
And they speak for the people.
Yep.
Because the world needs more podcasts.
I think so. And less crap ones.
Right, 100%. Because every dickhead's got a podcast, and the two biggest dickheads that I know, me and you, we need ours.
Yes.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Yes.
So we were sitting on a plane the other day, coming back from America, and I turned to you, and we had this discussion.
We've talked about it before, but it never came to fruition.
Yeah, because we do our second channel, Little Buttsmarn.
Yep.
And
we thought that's enough.
We thought that's enough because we don't want to be one of those people that is just
overpowering.
Yeah, we don't want to have our entire relationship out there on the internet and all that type of stuff. But then I thought, well, why don't we limit our podcast to a shorter version?
Yep, half an hour.
Half an hour.
It's more than enough.
That's more than enough.
Yep.
Just so we get it done, get it out there. And
have
then
a good chat and show the insides of our life.
Well,
slightly.
not even that. Like, just talk about the shit we normally talk about.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the Johnny Depp situation that's happening at the moment, the trial. I wanted to talk about that. And we've been talking about it just, over dinner and while we're watching the telly or whatever.
Over chicken burgers.
Over chicken burgers. I think chicken burgers will have a lot to do with this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get into that. Maybe
Share
not.
the recipe one day.
Well, I don't know. That's a bit too far. I don't know. We'll get to that. But yeah, I think a podcast with us.
I still feel weird doing it right now. I feel like I'm in a weird job interview.
You are.
It's weird. I don't.
You
like
are.
it.
You are.
I think it's these. It's making me go.
Jesus Christ. Okay, we're gonna get. We can take them off.
Oh, okay.
Okay. How's that?
Oh, that's heaps better.
Does that make you feel more comfortable?
I think so.
Okay, cool. So the name, the Mum and Dad Show.
The Mum and Dad Show.
Welcome to the Mum and Dad Show, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Isaac Butterfield. This is Little Dicky.
Hello.
And this is our first episode.
Yay.
So why the Mum and Dad Show? Do you like the name?
I think so.
I like it.
I think it, whether we like it or not, it's like Little Dixon and it's just staying.
It's going to stay.
It's sticking.
Can you explain why the Mum and Dad Show?
Basically, when we're on the road with Connor and tour manager Kai, they usually refer to Isaac and myself as Mum and Dad because we're like, right, the show's done, we're going to bed. We need to have a meal. We want to have our meal before the show so we don't have indigestion and gas. Isaac can't go on the stage with a full gut. And I can't
burp
sell
too much.
merch being all farty and burpy. So we like to eat at about 6 o'clock.
Earlier. Come on, woman.
5:36.
Earlier.
4 p.m.
We started eating dinner at 4 p.m. on the road.
Because it gives you enough time to percolate. Then
Yeah.
you can have a bit of a coffee and then get your shit done. But yeah, the boys refer to us as Mum and Dad,
'Cause
which
we're-
I'm not mad at.
Even though we're still under 30.
Only just.
Well, you're 26, but I'm nearly 28 this year. No, I'm 29 this year. Fuck.
I was going to say that, but I didn't want to correct you.
Jesus. I've been carrying on like an old man for a long time.
I bring it out in you, though.
Well, since we started going out many moons ago, I think I have aged terribly. Not in the... not in the...
Listen me!
I don't mean that I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in the way that I've just gotten... My attitudes towards life is... Like, I'm a pensioner in a young
We're
man's
homebodies.
rig.
For people that travel as much as we do, I said this to Dad the other day. I was like, I can't believe how much we travel for homebodies. We just love being at home and routine.
Routine. We love a routine. We're a very autistic couple for a non-autistic couple. We just love being at home. I think it's because we got a very nice house. Not like we're not like a YouTube couple that like lives in opulence. I mean, it's just a nice house.
Gold Coast.
In the Goldie.
In Sydney, in the
with
northern
With
beaches.
the fake lips.
No.
The fake butthole.
Same.
But
Stinks.
it's more so we just enjoy where we are. We've got our little babies, our dogs.
Is Littlefoot here still?
No,
He's
Littlefoot, he
upstairs.
went back
Okay.
upstairs.
He wanted to be a part of the first podcast too.
He did. Well, he was here. He was
Little
here in
man.
spirit.
Yeah.
Now he's back upstairs slooping. Fucking lazy fuck. Anyway, we like being where we are. We've just come back from America, and about a week and a half in, we were like, okay,
It's time.
It's time to go back
Get
home.
us home.
Get us home. And when we go on the road, if we're away for a day, we're like, all right,
Get us home.
Get us home. Even though, like, and I love what I do for a job, and you love
It's
what you do.
once the show's over.
Yeah.
And then you just like,
In a perfect world, we'd jump straight on a plane that night. Private jet, straight home.
Yep.
But you lazy fuckers at home won't pay me enough. So at this point, it's, virgin, not business class on the way home the next day. It is what it is. And I'm complaining about like the greatest job on earth. So I should shut the fuck up. But it's just because we're pensioners. It's just because we're autistic pensioners and we want to be home.
Yeah, I like being home.
Yeah. So that's why we're mum and dad.
Yeah.
We're mum and dad.
We've been called it by other people too. I don't know who, but over the years we've been referred to as being a mum and
we're
dad.
the people's mum and dad.
Yeah. So if you guys have shit parents or
we're
you've
your
got no
new
one
mum
to
and
talk
dad.
to, we're your new mum and dad.
So
if your parents give you a gutful and you've had enough.
So Mother's Day's coming up. Get her something nice. Father's Day's coming up. Get me something nice.
Get him a personality, please.
Jesus Christ, woman.
I'm kidding. And get me slippers.
Yeah, get her some slippers and
a big strap on.
You're going to learn a lot about Little Dixon in this show. You're going to learn what she says. And I'm sure there's some things we're going to have to cut out because you're fucking, some of the things, you're a lunatic.
You kettle, Keith.
No, I know. And we also call each other Keith and Karen, so, or Carice. So we call each other Carice Eden. And I shouldn't tell this story because I really like Carice Eden.
I love Carice Eden. She has the best voice in the world.
She's a great singer.
Yes.
What show was she on?
The Voice.
She was on The Voice a couple of years ago.
But you won't let me.
Great song. Beautiful
song.
singer.
Yeah.
And lovely person. Fan of yours, fan of mine. And we're fans of hers.
I love her.
But we met her on the road. I think it was up near Toowoomba. No, it was up further near like up the North Queensland somewhere. Yeah. On the side of a road, this lady just walks over, and it was really weird because we were talking about her a few days before.
I'd been listening to her music.
No, it was because she had messaged me.
She did too.
She messaged me, and I messaged back. And we're like, wow, Carice Eden, I remember her. We started listening to her music, and then all of a sudden, on the side of a road, this lady walks over. I think it was on a vlog too.
She had bright red hair at this point too.
Bright red hair. She walks over, and instead of like just saying, hi, guys, she introduces herself. She goes, hi, I'm Carice Eden. And we've thought it was the funniest thing ever since.
It was like, hi, I'm Carice Eden. And we were like,
hi, Carice Eden. And ever since we've called each other Carice Eden. So I don't know.
I hope she likes us still after this. We love her.
We love you, Carice.
She's beautiful.
So yeah, so if Claire refers to me as Keith or Carice Eden, it's just a weird. It's mum and dad's weird. It's a weird relationship, but it's a very good one.
Don't add us.
It's one of those. It's with the weird shit that we say to each other. You're gonna get a lot of that. So that's the Mum and Dad show, and it's going to be half an hour.
What are we going to be talking about? We probably should have actually worked that out before we just jumped on here.
We got things to talk about.
Are we going to talk about like Dolly Magazine, Dolly Doctor?
Yeah, we're going to talk
be like that, or is it just
period farts? That's
period farts.
Period farts every week.
And chafing.
Period farts. Well, that's the problem with wearing pads. Is a lot of chafing.
I don't want to talk about pads.
I mean, I chafe now. Can you imagine if I had to wear a pad? Fuck.
Imagine taking it off at the end of the day.
Oh, just ripping the scab off it. That's like those little sticky hands that people used to get from the show.
Oh, I liked them. I used to chew on them.
What? What do you mean you should chew on the sticky hands?
The chewy hands?
No, they were never chewy hands. They were never fucking chewy hands. They're sticky hands.
No, shut up.
That would stick against the wall. Don't tell me to shut up. I'm older than you. I'm in charge. The sticky hands that you'd stick on the wall.
Yeah.
You used to chew on them.
They're the ones that are like the Polly Pocket clothing. They're like gushy.
What do you mean Polly Pocket clothing?
The girls will know. And the gay guys.
I don't know if they will.
They will.
What are you talking about?
Polly Pocket clothing's made out of this rubbery stuff, same as the flippy hands.
Google it.
I just went into the camera.
Google it. No, the sticky hands I'm talking about. This is fucking Jesus Christ.
We're going to have our first ever fight.
Yeah, and it's going to be live on air. Oh, I accidentally... Shit podcast!
I just looked up pollution.
I looked up stinky hands.
Pocket clothes.
Yeah, these things. Oh, fuck, it took me to Amazon, you fucking thing. Just give me an image.
This is
Christ.
a PG podcast. We've got to be careful, Kuth.
Well,
so the clothing is like...
Can you see those? Oh, producer Lord, he's got no idea.
Yes, he does.
What are you showing?
Porn.
No, show me.
Yeah, those.
Oh,
They're
okay.
chewy, weren't they?
Yeah, they were never chewy. They're not chewies. They're slappy hands.
And I used to chew on them, baby. Anyway, I've had enough.
Mum and Dad are yelling.
Should we start again? This is shit.
Give us a review. 5 out of 5.
What do people do on these? I don't know how you do it.
You're doing it.
I don't know, but who wants to
Stop thinking about it, Claire. So
Anyway,
yeah,
continue,
that's
big
why it's the
hero.
Mum and Dad show, because we're just going to talk absolute all manner of shit.
Smack.
But that's what we've. This is the great
It's
thing
our
about
life.
marrying Claire in 3 months' time.
Yay.
Is like number one, my best friend by far. I love you, dear, and our relationship is just been the biggest. Like it's just hilarious. The shit that we talk is just fantastic. And
Producer Lordy knows.
I think it's great
He's
for
part
us
of
to
the family now.
part of the ship, part
Our
of the
son.
crew. That's another one weird thing that we say to each other. But I think it's important that we share that with the world. And anyway, so that's why it's called the Mum and Dad Show.
I really like the name. The more we've talked about,
I do
that
too.
is us.
I think so
Yep.
too. So we're just back from America. You enjoyed America?
Loved it.
We had a great time.
Amazing.
The worst part about it, though, full of Americans.
The people.
If you're from America and you listen to this,
Fuck you. Yeah, no. Now, some of you, producer Lordy put it in a good way. 1 out of 10 ain't bad. And I think that's pretty.
the people in Florida were great.
Florida, loved it.
Couple of people in New
could
York.
move there. Beautiful.
A lot of people in New York that we liked were all foreigners. Like a Uber driver who was from somewhere.
Can you say foreigners?
Well, we were foreigners. Well, it's better than what Americans call foreigners, aliens. Oh, yeah, it's fucked.
They're different. They're so different.
So for me to get a visa over there, I have to prove that I'm an alien with extraordinary talent. That's
And he
literally,
is.
well, damn fucking straight. No one probes like me.
Ooh, digit me, baby.
But it's...
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I know the probing. No, but no, really, the only people we got along with in New York, I'm genuinely trying to think about someone we got along with. There was a couple of people, but
The podcast lady.
but mainly people who were from other parts of the world. There was an
Yes.
Irish lady at the White Horse Tavern in downtown Manhattan.
She was amazing.
She was great. She was so excited to hear that we weren't from America.
Yep.
She was like, "Oh, hello." And it was not. It was
She was
definitely
so
not
nice.
Irish.
You
but
did it well.
No,
She
no.
sounded a bit like that. And she gave us we got the mozzarella sticks, which were just absolutely
You made love
beautiful.
to the mozzarella
Oh
sticks.
my God, the food. But having said that, just randomly, I do think the food in the UK was a lot nicer than the food in America.
I felt like in America they really seasoned the chips well, the fries
The
well.
chips
though.
were so salty.
They've seasoned the fries very saltily, and I like that.
What about the hot dogs? They weren't that great.
Hot dogs on the side of the road, like you grow
On
up.
the side of the road.
Well, they were on the side of the
Yeah,
road.
I know.
You grow up in Australia thinking that the American hot dogs are going to be the shit.
Yeah, Mum said the same thing. She was like, make sure you have a hot dog.
And we did.
had it.
We did have a hot
Shit
dog.
house.
Shit house from
Not
some
like
guy.
Bunnings.
And then you go into the service stations over in America, and you see the hot dogs rotating like next to the fucking the slushy machine or the icy machine. Gross.
I'd forgotten about that.
That was
queasy.
that was awful. They looked like little dildos just turning around, basting in the oven. It was awful.
Didn't like it.
No, you didn't like it. But no, America was great. We went to Disneyland. You loved that.
Absolutely loved it. I dreamt of going to Disneyland since I was a kid. Never thought I'd go. And then we went. Tears were shed. Money was spent.
Me, as I looked at the fucking bank account afterwards.
Oh my God. It was so we saw lots of lovely families, but we saw a lot of dads. We saw 2 dads with a shirt, and it was in the Disney writing, and it said most expensive day ever. And I just thought it was hilarious.
It was very
all the
cute.
dads are walking around with the shirt, and all the mums and the kids are all just like,
Like it is magical.
so
Like I can imagine.
the scenery.
Well, as we said, we want to have when we have kids, we
Yep.
want to take them back when they're like
Bub's
6, 7, 8.
going. Yes, so they remember it.
So they remember it. But for a lot of people there, they were taking really young kids, and I didn't understand that, like a 1-year-old or a 6-month-old.
Having said that, if the opportunity, like if we had a 1-year-old now and they were like, we could have gone to Disneyland. I'd be like, the 1-year-olds come to Disneyland.
So we went to the one in Anaheim, and I'm pretty sure if you're a Californian resident, you actually get a really cheap, well, not really cheap, but you get a discount, maybe like $30 or $40. So for us, it was 200 Australian dollars to go.
Worth every cent.
Each ticket was $200.
Worth it.
And then when you go in there, and I know like it's Disneyland, so who gives a shit, right?
Mm-hmm. How often do you do that? Like,
exactly.
We don't do anything.
But what shit me, and this is why I tried to steal a water bottle. What shit me?
As if you'd bring that up. We're never going to get a sponsor on this. Just
fuck it.
No, all right.
Fuck it.
All right.
No, they charge me $200, and then everywhere you go is another shop. So it's like a ride, and then there's like 10 shops near it.
Would be beautiful.
Shops everywhere. Oh. So we went into the coffee shop, which was just a Starbucks.
Yes.
But it was decked out in Disney, and they're all wearing Disney outfits.
I wish I got a
shit.
mug. I regret that.
Well, I tried to steal a water bottle, and you sold me out. I tried to steal it because I'm a fucking tight ass, and I was filthy. And the
was
water,
like $8.
It was like genuinely $5 or $6 for a water bottle, which in Australian dollars is like $8.
Splashed.
Stop splashing around. All right, this is a serious interview.
Yeah.
And we got to the counter, and I've got it in my back pocket. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm having a free water bottle because you pricks are charging outrageous prices everywhere. And you get there, and the ride's waiting for a ride for 90 minutes. I tried to buy the fast track thing, and that was broken, so I couldn't even do that. Bullshit.
You sound like such a dad.
This is why I'm the dad.
I
anyway,
know.
So I'm blowing up. So I tried to...
It was bullshit.
So the water bottle goes in my back pocket.
Yeah.
And then we get
I'm
to the counter.
sorry, I didn't like.
You're damn straight you didn't. You did
Don't
not.
worry about it. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
You sold me out.
I did.
You're a rat.
My husband to be, and
squealed,
I ratted him out.
You ratted me out.
I'm lucky you didn't snuff me out.
Snuff you out?
Yep.
Yeah, you wait. Shank you in the shower.
Oh, not twice.
And yeah, so we got to the counter and we said, this coffee. And then Claire goes, oh, what about the water bottle?
I didn't say that. I said, oh, and a water. Looking for it, like, where's our water gone? And you're
Which was perfectly hidden in my back pocket.
No. And you went.
To people listening to this, Claire just rubbed her thumb across her throat in a deadly manner.
Provocative way.
No, not in a provocative way. And yeah, so we didn't get the bloody water bottle for free. So that's sort of kept me up over the last couple of days. But yeah,
Serenity now.
We went to the
Seinfeld.
The Seinfeld Cafe, Tom's Restaurant. It's called in the upper part of Manhattan. It's right on the border of Harlem and I don't know what, I guess near Central Park, near the top of Central Park. And we walked through there wearing our George Costanza jumpers or sweaters.
If you know, you know. Yeah,
it's just a big photo with George. And they come from Uncle Rico. A lot of people are asking where we got those from. Uncle Rico sent those to us. So thanks for that, guys. And we walked through Harlem, and we were a bit iffy because, Harlem's relatively safe, particularly the lower part.
It wasn't how I thought.
No. As you get into the burbs, apparently it's not overly certain parts. And we were like, okay, let's just see what it's like. I tell you what it was like. All the white people gave us strange looks. All the black, Hispanic, any other race, ethnicity.
Loved it. Yep.
All the black people
So what we're saying is white people, we're the problem.
Dogs. All the whiteys are looking at us going, oh, what do you need? But no, we walked through Harlem with these George Costanza shirts on, and we got some great photos. So that was really, really cool. And then New York was good. LA sucks.
I love New York. New York was magical.
Sucks.
LA sucks, yeah.
We got to LA.
Never again.
You took me to Vamp Restaurant.
That didn't suck.
Pump. Pump Restaurant.
Lisa Vanderpump's restaurant.
Who's Lisa? Give people the rundown of Lisa.
Lisa Vanderpump is a queen, and basically she's on Desperate Housewives of Beverly Hills, and she's just beautiful. She does a lot for rescue dogs. What else does she do? She owns 4 or 5 restaurants. I don't know. Can we put a photo up when this goes out? Can they put a photo up of who she is?
I don't know. Lordy's editing this one.
Lordy, can you put up a photo of Lisa Vanderpump when this goes up, please?
He will try. So if it's not there,
yeah.
Lordy hasn't learned.
Hang on, I'll put her up. She's just beautiful. Oh, and
she's an older lady.
For my birthday, Isaac got me a cameo of her saying, "Hello, darling, happy birthday," and I was just like,
good impression too. So we went to her restaurant, which is in West Hollywood, which is the gay district, which I didn't know. Not that there's anything wrong with that. All right?
My father's gay.
My father's gay. But we walked in, and there was where we parked our Uber, well, where the Uber parked rather, there was just a dude, and that's Lisa there.
Sorry to interrupt.
There was a dude in a Speedo or underpants dancing on a table, and he had they were crotchless underpants.
It was good to see pop out and about.
So you could see his full ass cheeks and possibly asshole at the right angle. And as we got out, we saw him go down on his knees on the table and start almost making out with this other dude.
And he was pretty old, the guy that came over too.
And so
So we're watching these two guys sort of.
So I've been at Disneyland all day. I'm exhausted. There's been a lot of stimulus.
Yes.
And then we see some other stimulus going on in West Hollywood. So anyway, we go in, and I'm not one of these people to sort of when I'm around gay dudes, I don't go the other way. I don't try and heaps heterosexual, yeah, fucking chicks. Yeah. I go the other way. I'm like, oh yes, oh my God, hello. I go full gay. I'm like, whatever, who gives a shit?
Mr. Humphreys.
So I go and order a pink drink.
Yeah. And it was beautiful too.
You had another cocktail. I can't remember what you had. You had something Vanderpumpish.
It was it just had her name in it, so I went, that one, please.
And I had a strawberry berry Berrettini or something.
It was like a strawberry daiquiri, but it was slushy form.
Yeah, it came out, and this big black dude who was also...
He was fucking ripped too.
Big gay
Table
dude.
of big black dudes, all ripped, all gay.
And he was like, what are you drinking? I was like, I don't even know, but it's delicious.
Yeah, they were so cool.
So he had the same thing, and it was really nice there.
The burger was good. Fish and chips is what to get, though.
The fish and chips, they're famous there. They were really, really good. But the night was ruined. Do you remember what happened?
Is this about me being ill?
No, you had a lot of gas, though.
I was so
Claire had gas and
to begin with. So my back was out from the journey and my neck.
This is why she's the mum.
I am.
Our back's out.
I was really in pain and I was like, I really want to go to this restaurant. So we went and I was just feeling like utter shit. And then halfway through the meal, I was like, I just felt so sick. So we ended up cutting the night short. Sorry. What ruined the night? Oh, the hostess lady.
No.
What happened?
The Uber.
I can't remember. This bitch.
We were, the mask Nazi.
I forgot about this. I was like, God, I don't think I ruined the evening.
No, you didn't ruin
anyway.
anything. You didn't ruin anything. The mask
This
Nazi.
bitch, go
so
on.
we went to
Yeah.
this West Hollywood, real, flash supermarket.
It was beautiful, the supermarket.
Yeah, heaps of salmon and shit.
So good. Cheese everywhere, flowers, it was amazing.
Cheese and flowers.
Oh, and a Starbucks.
Inside the
Woolies doesn't do that.
Woolies doesn't do that. Fucking dogs. Anyway, so we call the Uber, and at this point, everyone's been cool about masks. We're
you haven't
sitting in
worn
the
them
back.
None of us.
The Uber drivers, most of them are wearing masks, and they're like, yeah, whatever. If you don't have to wear it, whatever. On Uber in America, I think it's the same here. I'm pretty sure it is. You have to click on wearing a mask. And we just hadn't been doing it. It's like, get over it, mate. Get over it.
COVID's done,
COVID's
guys.
over, baby.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, in America it is anyway.
Thanks, Lordy, for just yawning during our podcast. Sorry to keep... Did you yawn? You did yawn. I fucking heard you. So we get in the Uber. Now you're yawning. Oh, well, fucking the show's over, folks. How long has this show been... How long has this show been going for?
23 minutes.
And you're yawning. 23 minutes.
He started it. Continue.
Don't you blame Lord.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Throw you under the Uber in a minute. Now, we get in the Uber, and this woman,
This fucking...
foul bitch,
She was. She stunk,
she
too.
stunk.
Yeah.
She's wearing a hood, and she
She did have... She was a
she
little
had a hood on.
gremlin.
And I'll explain why she had a hood on. She sees us get in without a mask and acts like I've just grabbed her on the tit. She freaks out, jumps out of the car, and panics. She's like, oh my God, why don't you have a mask on? And she's jumped out of the car 2 meters, freaking the fuck out. And we're like, oh, we'll put it on. She's like, you need to have it on before you get in the car. That's the rules. That is the rules. The mask Nazi.
She was hilarious.
She carried on so we're like, okay, we'll put it on. And she's just a fucking pig to us for the rest
She
of
was
the
real
trip.
nasty. She'd had a blue with her boyfriend the whole night. She had her shit music playing.
Oh, she
And
was
then
like, so you're going to the Renaissance Hotel? Okay, bye.
She was she was driving really erratically as well. She was just insane. She
Driving
was
along the
really-
highway in 12-degree weather with the windows down.
Yeah, germs. She was really and I would have been fine, as would you, if she'd been like, oh, guys, do you mind putting your mask on?
Yeah,
just
say
be
it.
polite. That's
Just
all
say
we
it.
ever ask.
Don't
be a
jump
nice
out of the car
person
like a lunatic.
and be really salty about it. And I just said to her, Oh, sorry. I said no one's asked us to since we've gotten here.
Well, that's the rules.
So that's real. So I was like, oh, fuck. Well, I didn't know Sabrina. Sorry.
She didn't just get out. She got out and
She jumped out. We
circled
thought
the
she had
car.
remember we thought you said something like, did you have a car accident or something? Like, because we thought she was looking at like dints on the car.
Yeah.
And she was like pacing around.
She got
the
around and looked around the
and-
car like you do when you get a hire
Yeah.
car. She was like inspecting everything. It was weird. It was
She was
so
crazy.
weird.
So if you're listening, which I know you're not, but fuck you. She
Yeah.
was really rude.
Fuck you, mate.
She was very nasty.
Talking about nasty women,
Hey.
Claire Dixon. How you
Thank
doing? Amber Heard. Johnny Depp. That whole court case.
Whose team are you on?
I'm team Amber Heard because she did a poo on his bed. which
We've all been
which
there.
I think is hilarious.
Oh.
Nah, she's a bitch. She
Nah, I'm
is a
off her.
bitch. He's fucked too.
He's fucked, but I'm on his side.
No doubt he's fucked. But
He's Johnny Depp, though.
nah, but I just think she's just a crazy person.
I think it's about time that the media and peeps in general are seeing that women can be fucking feral too and can be abusers.
she is an abuser.
Just saying that it happens to men too, and in
Yeah.
our society, especially now, all we talk about is women this, women that, which has its bits that are good.
Well,
but
I don't know about yeah. But sorry, go on.
some bits are good.
Mm.
However, it's clear that she has abused Johnny Depp, and I'm very that he's talking about it.
Yeah, and good on him because most men are silent about that shit.
They're embarrassed.
And it actually leads me to this.
Uh-oh.
We're going to talk about the abuse in our relationship.
Oh, God. It's been a long time coming.
You need to address some digestive issues.
What? Don't talk about this! Butterfield!
Which ones am I going to talk about?
Oh, God, I'm sweating.
No, you're perfect.
Yeah,
no,
thanks.
I'm really. You do need to start shutting the door to the toilet though.
You're outrageous. Yeah, let's try a podcast for half an hour and see how it goes.
Do you not want me to talk?
People would want to see it. Here's what's wrong with you.
Do you not want me to talk about that?
Well, it's too late now. Go on.
In the comment section, shut the door, Dickie.
Most women don't want the door completely shut when they're on the shitter.
Bullshit.
I like to know what's happening around me while I'm on the bog. Is that
What?
so wrong?
Yes.
Well, I just want to know what's going on.
There's nothing going on. You're on the
We've got
toilet.
2 kids at home, and we've got you jumping around the house.
Where does it come from?
People coming in and out.
It comes from your dad, doesn't it?
Dad always shut with the door open slightly. And it's not just for number 2, it's for number 1s. I don't mind it a little bit ajar too, just so I can.
When did
I
this
feel-
happen though? This wasn't at the start of our relationship.
I've just worked into it since I got the ring.
Since we got engaged, the door starts slowly opening. Like a ghost movie. It just starts slowly
I
opening.
just like to know what's happening in the house. That's all.
At the start, I was a bit weirded out by it, but now I'm just like, whatever.
John.
It just... Well, I tell you what, that is a proper podcast. That's how it's done.
Are we done talking
We're
about
done.
Amber Heard?
Well, do you want to talk about any more about Amber Heard? We saw some weird stuff. She pooed on the bed. She was pretty mean to Johnny when I think his dad died. I saw some of that type of stuff.
Oh, and apparently she was copying his outfits to wear in
To
court.
wear to the court.
Which
That
I
was
don't
weird.
think was actually a thing. Some little Daily Mail dickheads going, "Oh, look what Amber Heard's doing." Idiots.
That's your impression of everyone, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like it.
I don't have many impressions.
You're good at impressions. Okay, do the Vanderpump impression again.
It'll be gassy again.
See?
Cut that out.
No,
Sorry.
no.
I had a bit too much iced coffee. Hello, darling. It's Lisa Vanderpump here.
Perfect.
Isaac tells me that you love everything I do with dogs and that you've been a long-time supporter.
See?
So thank you.
Now, what other impressions can you do? Because that's really good.
Hey! No, I'm kidding. I was just trying to be a black guy. I don't know.
You can do impressions really good. You could do a black lady.
I'm not going to.
Claire's about to get cancelled.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
No,
You can't cancel both of us. The house will blow up.
I think you're very good at impressions, and I
Thanks,
think people
darling.
will learn that throughout this podcast. But yeah, the Amber
I'm
Heard.
scared what else they'll fucking learn.
What I've given up a fair few secrets
Yeah,
about you
that
today.
I've got lactose intolerance.
I think
and all
most
this
ladies
stuff.
are lactose intolerant.
Putting up with all the men's bullshit. Am I right? Hey, there's a bit of fluff.
Ooh.
I did enjoy this though.
Give away one of my secrets.
See, I love you that much that I wouldn't do that.
You can tell the people about the hemorrhoids.
They'd know.
What about the jock itch?
He's got a bit of. I was about to say. He's got a bit of crotch rot. That's what we call jock itch in the house.
Unfortunately, your Butterfield's got a bit of crotch rot. We call it crotch rot. It's called jock itch. It's basically just an itchy.
Cover Joe's face.
It's an itchy. The Joe Rogan can. It's an itchy gooch, which comes. It's actually tinea.
Do women really have a gooch?
Women don't have a gooch. It's like
it's just
women
a
have
bit
a tiny little.
Like a spare tyre.
Yeah, that's what they refer to. It's called a spare tire.
Yeah. Go on.
Well, the gooch on a man's quite long.
Yes,
and
it is.
because it's a sweaty, moist area, because I train so much, because I'm
Huge.
jacked.
He's getting
I
bigger
run,
by the second.
I'm jacked. Because it's quite sweaty, I try and shower. As soon as I get home from the gym, I shower, but I still get itchy. Anyway, so I put a cream on, and when it was at its worst, Claire referred to it as crotch rot.
I regret nothing.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you know about us. Let us know about you. Let us know what's itching on yours, and we'll check out the comments and we'll bring them up in the next video.
Let us know what you want us to talk about on this too, because I don't understand.
You can't. Anyone who says let us know what you want us to talk about is lazy.
Oh, I love when YouTubers and stuff do that, because I always write in. I'm like,
oh, fair enough. Okay, well, next time we'll do a questionnaire thing on our Instagrams and see
Q&A.
No, like topics. And
I was going to
shit.
say those are putrid. Yeah, no.
So, thank you very much for joining us on the Mum and Dad Show. Dickie, do you want to do the outro?
Stay safe, drive safe, bye.
Now, where can they find us?
In our house.
Ladies and gentlemen, Claire Dixon. What a comedian.
Instagram,
Instagram,
YouTube, Pinterest.
Spotify, iTunes.
Oh, right. This will be on Spotify, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Spotify.
iTunes. YouTube. And I think this is going to go up on a Monday. So every Monday on YouTube, Spotify, and iTunes, you can find the Mum and Dad Show. Thank you very much for joining us for the very first episode. Little Dickie, good shit. We'll see you next week. Fuck ya. Bye.